good friend to have right by your side. Walking don'ts. If you have a pain, do not ignore it. Something is wrong. If you have a pain in your foot, your hip, your low back, stop your walking regimen, consult your physician. Maybe nothing, but it may be something. I don't recommend walking for more than an hour at a time, and I do not recommend walking off an injury. If you are walking and you sprain your ankle or you twist, the most common thing to do is walk down the street and twist on your ankle. If you twist and slip on the side of your ankle, stop. You may have sprained your ankle. I don't recommend walking off an injury. Don't wear improper shoes such as sandals or high heels. And smoking. Certainly we all know the cautions of smoking. Do not smoke. This can definitely lead to health problems and poor circulation. When you're walking and you're a smoker, you will not be able to walk the amount and length of time as well as the intensity that you would like to, because it will hurt your lungs and you don't have the adequate oxygenation that you need in your circulation. Certainly walking outdoors in extreme weather conditions. Warm-up exercises. You want to start and go head to toe. Everything from head circles, back stretches, leg curls, and these are just some lower extremity exercises. Really, in the top picture, you can keep the front knee bent and the back knee can either be bent or straight, and you want to feel that all down the back of the leg. The bottom picture is very important as well. It will stretch your hamstrings and your quadriceps. Your hamstrings are in the back, your quadriceps are here in the front. You really want to stretch your muscles, especially your lower extremity muscles that you're going to be using. Alternatives to walking. You may find walking just a bore, as I do. So what did I do? I took up yoga and swimming, and I really have found a different way to train my body and exercise. Swimming is fabulous, especially if you have a lower extremity problem. If you have foot pain due to bad bunions or you're post-surgical, swimming is great. It is great for rehab. It is great for exercise. And it doesn't feel like you're actually doing the work because you're enjoying the pool. Dancing, if you like to, dance, take a jazz class, ballet, whatever you may like, perfect. Bicycling, jump rope and hula hoop, two other exercises that you may not realize you're actually getting a good cardiovascular exercise, but you really are. And certainly Pilates and yoga are great for strengthening, but less cardiovascular exercise. Now we're going to start talking about some common foot conditions. And I brought up the most common foot conditions, and I'm just going to go through them slide by slide. The first is plantar fasciitis, or heel spur pain. One of the most common entities to walk into my office. A ton of people have heel pain. Heel pain can be very painful and is most common textbook. 1, you present with pain that is after sitting or associated with the first step of the day. And why so? Because after periods of rest, when your muscles and your joints are in a resting position, you get up, you put your foot down, you stretch everything out, you put the pressure on your foot, that will be extremely painful. It is a biomechanical problem and has to do with the Achilles tendon in the back of the heel as well as the plantar fascia on the bottom of the foot. Now you may not know, but the plantar fascia is a band of tissue that extends from the heel to right under the ball of the foot. And it acts as a ligament to hold the foot in almost like a tripod position. So you have the natural arch of the foot, and here is the plantar fascia. When you have a push and pull on that plantar fascia, it will cause pain, either at the heel or along the fascia itself. Treatments are most commonly conservative. 90% of people will respond to the conservative treatments. Stretching is a must. Inserts in your shoes, a short course of oral anti-inflammatories like Motrin, a steroid injection, physical therapy, a splint that you wear at night that keeps your ligaments and your muscles stretched, as well as orthotics. And this is an orthotic. It's a basic insert that goes into your shoe, and the best analogy I can use is that they're like eyeglasses. You go to the doctor because you have poor vision. They do a test. They devise a lens that allows you to see clearly. You come to me, I see your foot type, and I say, okay, this is what we need to do and make for your shoe to make you walk more efficiently so that you have a nice fluid gait that is pain-free. And there are dress ones for high heels. Bunions and hammer toes. We have heard of this condition as well. These are very common conditions, mostly in women, and can occur from one, heredity, as well as the shoes we wear. So your basic foot type you are born with, it is hereditary. However, what we do to our feet, what we put on them, and the intensity of how we use our feet over time will lead to other foot conditions. So on the top picture, you can see some bunions. Certainly those are pretty bad over on the right. And then these are hammer toes, and you can see the little round corn on the top of the second toe. And that is an irritation that you get from rubbing against the shoe. The body will lay down thicker layers of skin as a protective mechanism, and that can become very painful. Because bunions and hammer toes are a structural problem due to bones, it has to be surgically corrected. Now, orthotics will help slow the progression of the deformity and will help relieve your symptoms, but it will not reverse the bunion. You can also wear splints, or there's a new product on the market called yoga toes that help to keep your toes spread apart. If you catch it very early, you can try to use them. Again, they will help slow the progression, but they will not reverse the condition. And this is a bunion surgery. You have a bunion, and then this is about 1 week post-op in the office, and you can see certainly the toe is straighter and the bump is non-existent anymore. You can walk after most bunion surgeries. We do recommend 1 to 2 weeks with your foot elevated. Something interesting that we've been doing that is new is called fat pad restoration, or fat cushioning. Over time, we lose the natural fat on the bottom of the foot called atrophy.